that's her account, but they just found her account. Is what they're saying.
George, I figured that would upset you badly.
Yes, it is. Well, it is upsetting me, but I mean, beyond what upsets me more is the fact that they bothered her mother. That's what upsets me. They bothered her mother. That's what upsets me the most. I want to know. All right, so what? They found it. So what? They found it. Nothing else better to do than to find it. So what? I mean, it's closed.
Do you want me to send you the real picture of Marty? This is the real picture that I have.
You already told me what he was or who he was.
Yeah, but this is the picture. All I'm telling you is a man I met. This is the one that was sent to me anonymously.
By who?
I told you. It didn't know. It simply came up on Facebook as anonymous. They told me that he was a police officer in South Africa and that they had his real account.
Yeah, you didn't tell me. You didn't say anything about that.
I did, George. This is the man I met at the Hilton.
All right, go ahead and send it. Go ahead and send it. All right, hold on. Well, hold on. Is that that's a German Shepherd? Hold on. Wait. Is that the guy that's holding the German Shepherd?
Yes.
Okay, there's a man on the ground and there's a man grabbing the dog.
Remember, he made a video talking about his protection dogs. He even showed me one. It's the white guy, George. Remember, I talked to him once and he showed me his house and shit?
Wait. This is a damn gorilla. The dog is on top of a fucking gorilla. Or no, a monkey.
It's Africa, George. It doesn't look like a monkey. It's a human being.
No. Come on.
That's a nigger, George.
All right, sorry. Christ, man. Okay, so the dog's attacking. Okay, so
it's a black guy. It's a black guy getting bitten.
Okay, so he's grabbing the shepherd.
Yes, pulling it off of him. It's his dog. Or it was at the time. You take your dog home with you when you're assigned one. It needs to live with you and shit.
Okay, well, so he's a police officer. So what? So he was a police officer. That's shit.
I mean, I figured you would want the fucking picture. I mean, George, why would I waste my time trying to send you this shit and helping you to get you, just for you to be mean and belittle me? Why would I?
All right, so hold on. So that picture is supposed to be him.
That is him. That's the man I saw on Facebook when we talked that one time. That is him.
It looks a little bit different from the person that is at my door.
George, that was just one of them people that got sent to the bank's house.
Excuse me?
I'm assuming that was just one of the people. I thought we got the two pictures mixed up. I thought you
picture of the little fucking run. Okay, well, whatever the case might be. I don't care if he's a fucking what he is. I don't give a damn what he is.
He seems rather tall.
Now?
I mean, George, how can I convince you to come over here and let me show you this shit? Have a beer with you and discuss this like
I don't look. This is not. So what? I'm supposed to pay for this shit too?
No, I told you I'd do it on the house to make up for what I did before.
And who in the fuck keeps bothering Kristen and trying to bring her in and start attacking her? Kristen is not doing a damn thing to no one.
George, I haven't said a word to Kristen in an enon. The last time I heard her voice was when she was on the phone, and you were calling her crying that I was at the fucking movie theater.
Say that again?
The only last time I heard her voice was when you called her at the movie or at the radio show, the TV station at the library to tell her I was there. They have a whole room on Discord dedicated to her. It has nearly 400 members.
What was the purpose? Let's get back to that for a moment.
How can I tell you what the purpose is of something I don't control?
No. Why were you and Danny happen to be there at the library when I was on the show?
I told you. I came to talk to you, and you were being a dickhead, so I acted like one back.
Why were you?
I even told that little fat retard that sat there with the little violin that I was there to see you. That little retard that plays the ukulele, the old idiot.
I don't know who you're talking about.
That old idiot in the video. There's
What are you talking about, Hank?
Yeah, I told him I was there to see you. He said,
Hank. Oh, come on. No, what do you do, Hank? Hank is, what are you bashing Hank for?
I'm not bashing Hank. I'm telling you that I told him I was there to see you. And he said you'd be there in a little bit. Hank Cook.
Yeah, Hank Cook.
Yeah.
Well, why are you, no, but he's an innocent bystander.
And that's why I didn't think you would treat me that way, but you did.
Well, why do you think I did? Because why do you think I didn't want you there?
And I came to apologize. You wouldn't let me. Instead, you'd rather cuss me out.
Wait. You came where to apologize? Why would you come there knowing that we were doing the show? And how did you know we were doing the show?
It's public record, George.
What's public record?
The people what's scheduled to do and what's not.
They don't release that. They don't release that information.
Well, George, I knew you were going to be there, and I came to see you, and you were mean as hell to me.
I didn't want you there.
Well, maybe
you were there to disrupt what we were doing.
Well, what if you had talked to me, George, and found out that wasn't why I was there? You didn't give me a chance to speak.
You were taking pictures. You were recording shit.
I was sitting there playing on my phone.
You were recording me. You recorded the whole thing to give it to them.
No, George. I posted that on my own Facebook. They took it from there.
Well, you recorded the thing. You recorded that whole thing just to have a little episode so that they can make a little episode, pretend to be Mark Holmberg from fucking Channel 6 and make it a thing that I'm cruel, that I was being cruel to a homosexual that was in the library with his boyfriend or whatever.
I didn't post that. They did.
No, but that's what they did, and they're trying to have someone to impersonate Mark Holmberg from Channel 6 when that man retired years ago.
Well, you were being mean to a homosexual who was sitting there with his boyfriend.
You didn't need. Oh God! Because you weren't supposed. You were there to disrupt what we were doing. You were there to record what we were doing. That's why. And that other fucking asshole the week before you came was Jay Smith. I saw Jay Smith. He was a motherfucking little runt. He was in there he put something on my fucking windshield, which was recorded by the fucking security people. The security people recorded him putting something on my windshield of my car. So we got his tags. I'm trying to get his tags. I got to call back because the library has it on video. And it's
George, the video of you attacking me, I just pulled it up, has 25,000 views. Not bad, huh?
What was the purpose of that?
You could make money off of it, you fucking fool. Instead, you're letting these people mock the shit out of your dumb ass, make you look like a complete fucking raging idiot to the general public, and you won't do anything about it. You won't do shit except call the police about a civil matter. God damn, George.
More than a civil matter, they're fucking stalking me.
They're not stalking you. You're a public figure.
No, that's where.
Did you just say that you are not? Whoa.
I'm not.
You're not a public figure.
I'm an entertainer. No, I'm not a public figure.
Gorgeous George Jarrett is not a public figure. I don't believe.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Well, nobody said it better than you could.
I'm not one. I'm an entertainer, and I'm not a public figure. No.
But Judge Gibney said so.
I don't give a damn what he said. That judge was fucking corrupt.
But, Judge, that's an affirmative defense in school. In court. That is an affirmative defense. You can't stalk a public figure unless you do it with malice.
That's me.
The laws are different for people like you. You're famous.
I'm not a public figure. I do not make fucking money out of the yin-yang. I'm not a public figure. Period. I'm a private person that just happens to be every now and then on a public access channel.
Is that all you? Have you let them beat you down that much that that's all you believe yourself to be anymore?
I'm not a public figure. I'm an entertainer, but I'm not a public figure. I'm a private citizen. Then
why don't you get your material back and sue the right people? They're doing business under Goon Squad. So sue Goon Squad.
Goddamn fucker.
Why does it sound so retarded?
Who's the one that keeps attacking Kristen? Who's the one that's doing that?
Which one of the 400 people?
Oh, who's the one that's targeting her?
I'm sure it's Martin Paul Holmes. There's a whole room dedicated to fucking with her. She's got her own Facebook page.
Okay.
But fucking people hate her. They think she's just a food stamp grabbing whore. Posting pictures of stripper poles but can't pay her fucking rent. What the fuck, man?
All right. Look, they see that's when you're...
I'm not picking on her. I'm telling you what.
Well, no, but see, I can hear it in your voice, your personal hatred and vendetta toward her.
Why do I have a vendetta against her? George, she's a former stripper of mine.
You didn't have you put a problem with her because you were making moves on her and she wasn't going to hear none of it that night. That night when we were over there, you're making moves on her and she was not about that.
George, I was just trying to fuck a prostitute, not her particularly.
She's not a prostitute.
Well, I thought she was. That's why I introduced you to.
Look, no, Tim was the one that fucking introduced me to her.
Well, if I remember, it was me at the trailer court that night.
It was not you, it was Tim.
Do you remember we were riding around and we picked her up in that trailer court?
Oh, thesis. What did I say? No, Bo. He was the one that introduced me to her.
George, you and me drove through a trailer court and picked her up one night. Remember, we picked her up in front of that nasty-ass trailer.
I understand that, but it was Bo that was the one that introduced me to her at first. Remember Bo?
Yeah. Oh, Martin.
Bo was the one that introduced me to her.
Dr. King. I just emailed you what Will Marklin posted 2 hours ago.
I don't care about
Look,
that.
he says that he has agreed to accept service in the U.S. as Marty McFly's registered agent. So you sue him under Marty McFly, doing business as...
No.
Listen to me! Goddamn, shut up, motherfucker!
It doesn't make any sense.
You can amend the complaint later. It's the equivalent of suing a John Doe.
Well, then I just sue Marklin too, then.
You sue them all! Let Discovery sort it out. You got a good faith basis? Just put out the Gorgeous George Show fucking Facebook thing and file it in court as an exhibit.
I sue Marklin then, and then I separately sue fucking the other, Marty.
You don't separately sue anybody. You sue them all under their fictitious name.
But how do I know that's even real?
George, how many lawsuits have you seen fucking Johnson v. Doe? I've got one right now. You amend the complaint later once you find out the true identity of the individual through discovery.
Well, we already know the true identity. One of them is Will Marklin. We already know that Will Marklin is one of them.
Well,
so I already got his identity.
Then your case will go on.
But who's to say that Marty is not a fucking voice enhancer?
Because it's not. I've talked to him. I've eaten dinner with the motherfucker. He's human. I don't know why you don't believe that. He brought me a brand new phone, though.
Yeah, he's human, okay? It's not a voice enhancer, then, huh?
No, he bought me a brand new telephone. I told you about that.
Okay. And then when was the last time you spoke to him? Last week?
Shit, George. Spring of last year, maybe?
Oh, bullshit.
Why would I come to George? What? We're not buddies. I have a job.
You spoke to him probably within the last 24 hours. Probably you spoke to him.
George, you act like I'm talking to him right now. It's not cool.
You probably got him on the other side, like that as always. Listen to the conversation.
So let me get this right. It's 2 a.m. in Sweden right now.
He's not in Sweden. Don't hand me that shit.
Yes, he is.
Okay, so he's in Sweden? Okay, bullshit.
Why am I making it up? Why would I sit here and just lie to you? Why would I do that? George?
Of you from what you've done, and I know that if they pay you some more money, that you're going to do the same shit again.
George, I don't need their money. You want to see my 1099K? I'm gonna email it to you right now.
Okay, so then if you're so much rolling in the fucking money, then why aren't you living on the hog, so to speak?
I assure you, I am.
You're living on the hog.
I assure you, I am.
Oh, you are.
Well, why can't I have a bunch of money? Like, why is that impossible?
I don't. So you made that in one time. So right now, like if you were to buy a brand new car, you would be able to buy a brand new car for yourself if you wanted one.
I have a 2019 F-150.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
You drive it?
No.
Okay. And then why did you buy it?
Because it's my truck. Danny.
Okay, so you bought a brand new truck. Okay. So, what's up with your driver's license? I mean, you're not going to get it back or what?
I don't drive, George. It's not something I need.
Oh, you don't drive? Okay.
I don't drive anymore.
Because you have a phobia, right?
No, I just don't have a driver's license.
Yeah, you have a phobia for driving, right?
Now, George, I'm going to send you a picture.
Send me a picture of what?
My 1099K. Refresh your inbox. Why can't you let people that are...
You should send it. I'm not... All right, that's a picture of that clown. That's all I think.
I'll send it to you. It'll come through in a second. That's how much money I made, George. On paper.
Hold on. Is it an attachment?
It's a picture.
Okay. I see the picture. I haven't scanned it yet, but I see it. All right. I mean, I haven't scanned. I haven't did a close up on it, but I see the picture.
Well, it clearly shows I made $103,000 last year.
Okay.
Why don't you believe that?
I just have a hard time believing that.
George, I made $500. I made $500 this morning.
Okay.
I'm in a different financial position than you.
If that's what you're making, supposedly, allegedly now, yeah, you are in a different scope as before I met you.
Yes, I am.
And if you're in a different scope than before I met you. So if you're making all that, it would seem like to me you would already be in a house.
Sure. I don't want just any house. I want to save up, put a down payment on a big home, and buy it. Isn't that the American fucking dream? I want a place to raise my children. Not some dark alley on fucking Stony Brook Lane.
Some dark alley where?
On Stony Brook. I want to pay a mortgage, George. I want to make sure I can afford my mortgage so I don't end up in bankruptcy.
What are you trying to poke? Are you trying to poke me now?
No, I'm telling you that's why you keep asking me why I don't have a house, because I'm doing it smart.
Yeah. If you got the money, you just pay for the damn thing.
George, I pay $650 a month to board for my truck. I pay $200 something a month in insurance. I spend $1,000 to run my business. I mean, I spend $1,000 just to keep the business up. I advertise. I work real hard. People wouldn't pay me that kind of money if I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, all right. I don't. I mean, I can, whatever you make. I haven't even looked at it. I mean, I see the picture.
George, it's real. It's not something I'm ashamed of.
It's real. It's real money. Yeah.
I don't have all of that in the bank. No, that's what I made last year.
Uh-huh.
I've got about $20K in the bank.
Yeah.
So I've got $30,000 on the credit card in my wallet.
Okay.
My credit score is a 715.
Yeah. And what's your point?
How mad would you be if I bought Stony Brook?
I tell you what. You buy the damn place and get it back to me.
I told you I'd rather
you. Listen to me. You buy that place, you get it back to me in ownership, and then you have my full. Then you would get my full trust then.
So in order to win your trust, I have to buy a home and sell it to you. That's fucked up, George.
No, I mean it's pretty fucked up what you've done.
All they want is $290 for it. I could pay it off in 10 years.
If you were to get that house and get it back to me, because you know how much it means to me. You know how much the house means to me. If you were to do that, I would owe you.
Danny and I, we're not renewing the lease this year. It's our last year here, and we're going to move into a house. I've considered 1307. It's got a brand new roof.
What I'm saying to you is, if you were to do it and then give it back to me in ownership, then that would prove to me that you're real and what you're trying to do.
Well, George, you'd have to pay a mortgage.
I would owe you back. Well, I would owe you back. What's that?
You would have to pay a mortgage.
Well, I mean,
you'd have to sit down and show me you can pay the mortgage.
Well, I'm trying to get another job right now.
I can't exactly give you $290,000.
I'm not asking you. Well, no, I mean, what? So you I don't know.
If I got the house, George, I mean, I could get it with a business loan, but you'd have to pay a mortgage, and you'd have to sit down and show me, like everybody else, you can pay the motherfucker. Your track record for mortgage payments is a little diminished.
No, that's not true, because I was paying on it for a long time. It went downhill in 2009. I was paying on it for 5 years on that fucking mortgage. And then in 2009, it went downhill from there.
Well, I mean, it's something something we can talk about.
I need an investor, goddammit. I need someone to buy that fucking house and get it back to me. It pisses me off, man. It pisses me the fuck off to knowing that house that I don't have. That's my home. That's what I fucking knew as home for 46 years of my life. So goddamn it, yes. I've been trying to get a private investor to take that goddamn house and get it out of that woman's hands.
But George, you'd have to pay me market value for the rent. It's $1,200 a month on a $290 house.
I couldn't do 12. I could do 9.
George, I would be losing money.
Well, goddamn it, consider what you've already done. The fucking shit you've already done. Take 9 and smile.
George, I wouldn't be making anything. I'd be paying more than you pay me. My mortgage on that house would be every bit of 10.
Not yet.
Why don't we have lunch, GT?
I don't. Look. You know what? You know what my weaknesses are, and you know what you're trying to dangle it. You know certain things are weaknesses I have. and you want to dangle it at me. Okay?
So look, I have money because I make sensible decisions. You would have to make the mortgage payments and pay the property taxes and the bills, Joel.
I would be able to pay $900 probably to start off with until I got myself in a better situation. I would be able to pay that close to $900 a month until I could get myself in a better situation.
But George, that's the rent in the one-bedroom apartment you're currently living in.
You don't know what I'm doing right now.
I mean, George, I told you I'm willing to have lunch with you to discuss it.
It's not going to work anyway because you're going to, you're already talking about.
George, Danny and I have seriously looked into buying that piece of property. We even called USAA to talk about a loan. It's in a great neighborhood, good school.
My house is, it's a great neighborhood. Yes, it is. My house is they've torn that. I mean, it's not the same house.
I know.
I know. Well, no, it's not.
I did an open house once with the lady when I was there. Remember?
You were what?
I did an open house with the lady. The inside's totally different now.
You went in there
I did an open house in the property with a realtor.
Okay. And what was the purpose of that?
Because Danny and I are seriously considering the house, and we're going to buy one this year. And
right. Well, but what made you decide to go there?
Because the walls are clean now, and there's no feces on the floor. Plus, it's a nice house that I know about. I know the location. I like it, and it's something I can afford.
Yeah. Or is it the way to stick it at me, knowing that I used to live there in that house for 46 years?
So I would buy a house just to spite you.
Well, to buy a house that I lived in for 46 years, to stick it to me, right? What would be the purpose of that?
Because the house is for fucking sale.
Okay.
It's fucking property. It's not it's not your father's grave.
You're going to go to a house knowing that I owned it, and it was my house, and then you're going to go ahead and take it. Knowing that I don't live there anymore. I was forced out of it. Well, you have the money, but I was forced out of there. So why that particular house? That's the question. Huh?
George.
Why that particular house out of all the other houses?
Because it's available.
Yeah? Well, so the other house. You go on there and you look at other houses as well. So are other houses.
How were you forced out of the fucking house? I kept you in it for a year for free, and you made a fucking financial deal with the bank to leave. God damn.
I didn't want to do that, but I was forced to. You understand? Because I would have to pay on the taxes if I challenged it. The back taxes for an appeal. And I asked you about that guy in Georgia that you knew, and we were trying to get in contact with him for more information.
You just couldn't afford to do it.
The original deal was, you did it. I will grant you that you did that with no charge for the document. I get that, but I was forced by the bank. They said, here's $4,000. Either take it or we're gonna, get you out of that, remove you from the house. Well, I didn't want to leave the house. That was not my intentions of leaving that house. Okay? But, I didn't have a choice. I could have fought it, but I would have had to pay on the, if I had to appeal it, I would have had to pay an additional amount of, on top of that, to the court. Additional $3,000 to appeal. Didn't have that. So I was forced to, against my wishes. I was forced to against my wishes to do that. I don't want to do that.
George, you just got to understand that I'm not the enemy. I'm not the enemy.
Okay, are you recording this conversation?
No, George. I've said that 100 times.
I have to keep asking if you're recording or not recording, because it sounds like you are. It feels like you are.
It feels like I'm recording?
Well, no, it sounds like I hear an echo in the back.
Because you're on speakerphone and I'm at my desk. Why would I record you on speakerphone?
Well, why would you have recorded previous conversations?
Because you were a dickhead, being an asshole.
You record previous conversations and said you weren't doing it when you were. So, I mean, what makes the difference?
George, that's not so.
That is very much so.
George, I don't know how to win you. I don't know what you want from me.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing talking to you. I don't know why I'm talking to you on the phone even. You know exactly what you did. You know exactly what you said and what you did. And you know that you're still in contact with that guy. You're still in contact with that individual. So why? So I mean, what's the point? What's the purpose? You want to help me? You want to help me? Okay, but then what? Draws out more of a thing and more of an angle and then more drama, and then he can make more money on the Patreon account, right? Adds more to the drama. You make some money on the back end. He makes fucking on the money on the back end. What do I make? Not a goddamn thing. Pay for more drama. He gets more drama out of this, and you get more. And then he starts paying you for doing what you're doing, and then I get shit. It doesn't work that way, as far as I'm concerned. You understand what I'm saying?
George, you talk to me because you recognize that no one else cares about you like I do, and no one else can help you like I do.
No. First of all, I have people that you don't know about. I have people that I've known for a long time. I have a guy that I go to church with who is a priest, okay, in a Catholic church, who is a great friend of mine and used to work with me at a radio station. All right, so you don't know who I know and what I know, okay? Because people that you know that I know don't contribute doesn't mean that there are not others out there not trying to help me.
Well, George, but I've actually, a vision without action is merely a dream. I actually do things. They don't.
You did a few things, and you did a few things, and I acknowledge that. But you also did some things reprehensibly. You did some things beyond reproach, on doing some shit by talking to them and recording conversations and making threats about going to my father's gravesite. You said it out of your own mouth. You did a video joking about it, going to my father's gravesite and all this other shit. And your little videos so you can get some viewership. And then other shit that came out of your pie hole. So I'm not blind to that. I know what happened. I know what was said. And I know exactly the train events that happened. So again, I remember shit. I remember. I don't forget shit.
I'm gonna get tired of remembering.
No. When you put your hand on the stove and you burn your hand, you learn that basically it's not best to touch that stove again because you're gonna burn your hand again.
Wisdom from George Yarrett.
No. Repeating the same action over again is stupid. And by doing the same thing over again, it's the same consequences. It doesn't change it. You get the same reaction.
Does it prove your insanity?
I'm perfectly sane. I don't think anybody in their right mind could deal with what I dealt with. I don't think anybody in their right mind could have dealt with the hell that I've been through and be able to with a straight face to say they're sane, because I'll tell you one goddamn thing, I can say with a straight face that I'm sane. And I keep it together every fucking day. I've had a lot of fucking shit that's come about. And I don't play the role as the victim, but it is what it is. I've had some heavy shit thrown at me. Losing my house, losing people that I care about, and other things that you don't need to know about. So,
George,
you know.
George, I've got to get back to work now. Why can't we have lunch? What are you doing on Wednesday?
I mean, you give me 3 good reasons why.
Well, 1, I'll pay for it. 2, I can help you.
How?
I can buy that house if I want to.
How's it helping me?
Because, George, I'll consider it if you can prove that you can afford it. I've got 12 to 1:30 on Wednesday. I've got 2 to 3:30 on Thursday.
I work. I'm not working. I'm working late tonight, but I'm gonna be working all week. So I'm not. You know, today's my day where I can kind of relax and do whatever, and then pretty much.
Can I call you tomorrow?
I don't know for what reason.
So that we can talk about this lawsuit against Spoon Squad.
I'm suing a name. It's not an LLC, so there's nothing attached to that name.
George, there's clearly accounts attached to the name because they're making money under the name. I emailed that to you.
How do we? Okay, so we know upon what? Patreon account? You say, is there a Patreon account? You mean those different tabs where you pay this amount of money for this and that money for that? Do you honestly think that people are wasting their fucking money on something on a person that they don't even fucking know? I mean, are you kidding me? They're paying money for a person they don't even fucking know and paying shit. I mean, really.
Oh yes.
That blows me. That's ridiculous. No, there's no way.
Jared Wars is
Why would anybody pay $500 for a fucking for bullshit? I mean, how much is the high thing or the high, whatever you call it?
1307, baby.
All right, and how much is that?
1307.
I mean, $1,307.
Yeah. Why don't you Google Jared Wars? See how popular.
I don't know because I'm trying to knock it down. I'm trying to knock this fucking thing down. That's what I'm trying to do. But why would I do that?
Why don't you do something right, George, and actually sue them and make it go down instead of all these veiled threats? All these veiled, baseless threats that never go anywhere. Why don't you do something like a man should want? Do something that would make you
here's the truth. Here's the Devin side right here. Here's the truth side right here.
Well, I'm telling you to be a man. How does that make me a man?
So I'm not a man, huh?
George, you're a victim. A victim isn't a man to me. A man doesn't.
A man, huh?
A man. I'm not saying you're not a man. You're physically male. But a man, George, takes care of himself and his family and stands up for what he believes in. He doesn't play the victim and call the authorities. I'm a United States Marine. Don't ever forget that.
I don't care what you are. Understand that. I don't care if you're the in the ocean, the Aquaman, or you're the creature from the Blue Lagoon. I don't care who you are. Okay, that has impressed me. I know people that are in the military, yes. And they get, but I mean, why do you feel the need to keep saying or keep trying to, pat your back all the time?
George, if you think patting my back by telling you the truth is the same thing, you're mistaken.
Just because you're a Marine doesn't mean. I mean, there are a lot of Marines out there. And there are a lot of Marines that can't even that didn't do that, wouldn't be able to do anything.
Why am I free right now? Why do I have?
I don't know. You've got a lot of time on your hands.
Why do I have a 42-inch monitor on my office desk?
I don't.
Why is my desk solid cherry?
I don't know.
Why is my chair real leather?
Okay.
Because, George, I fought for something that was done to me, and I fought for it, and I won.
And what was that?
my conviction.
Oh, okay.
I fought for my freedom. Okay. You're willing to lay down and just take the long black dick of McFly until it comes all over you. I'm not.
Well, that's a poor analogy. If you had what I'm being dealt with, that you were being dealt with what I'm being dealt with right now, you would have. That's why you went ahead and did what you did. When they threatened you with the information that they knew on you, and they were ready to release it, you did what you did to get yourself released from their attacks on you, from then attacking me solely. See, when they're attacking Kristen, and they made the same offer to Kristen refused to counter-toe to anything that they said, and knowing that it wasn't going to turn the back on me. Okay? And that's the same way that I feel toward her. She's been faithful to me. I'm going to be faithful to her. I'm not going to dare turn my back on her. You, and the short time I've known you, you did that not once but twice. Okay? That's the whole cornerstone of this. You did it once but twice.
George, you are not being dealt with anything. You keep saying you will do something and do nothing. Everything is at some point, one day, something's in the works, soon to come. But nothing ever happens now.
Well, something did happen, and I got screwed in the courtroom. Something did happen. It should have happened, but I got screwed in the courtroom.
But now you have a whole new year's worth of shit. You have where they've made money off of your moniker. They've extorted your father's name.
Well, I know that. And his name is my name, so it affects me as well.
So, George, what I'm saying to you is why not do something about it?
I'm working on it.
Oh, you are, huh?
I'm working on it.
George, I'm giving you the chance to do something right.
Well, okay, I understand what you're trying to do, and okay, I get it. I've got to make sure things are right with me first. I got to make sure that I'm, okay first, and then I'm. You got to ask Kristen.
You got to ask Kristen for permission.
No, I don't have to ask anybody. I don't have to ask anybody for permission. But I do things on my own accord. I don't have to ask for anybody's permission. But I do value what they say.
So you got to ask Kristen's permission.
No. I don't have to. But I ask myself with clear conscience. And right now, I'm not feeling it.
Well, George, you want the world to owe you a favor, and it doesn't work like that.
Well, I'm not asking. Hey, you no, I'm not asking for any favors. I'm not asking for any handouts. I'm not asking for anything. What I'm asking for is to be left the fuck alone. I'm asking to be left the fuck alone and go and move on with my life, and I will deal with this. Believe you me.
Look at what they did to me. George, they've been doing it to you for the last 13 years.
I understand they've been doing it, and I understand, and I'm tired.
You gonna stop it, huh? You gonna stop it?
I'm going to do something, but it's going to take me a little time to get me to where I need to be.
God, I can't tell you how many times I've heard that same line come out of your mouth. That same line right there. If I had $50 every time you said that, I'd have a fucking quarterback.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm working on it. It's in the works. I just need some time.
That's correct.
You know how many times a week does that come out of your mouth?
It comes out now because that's what it is. It comes out now. I've got to make sure that everything is in line. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get some gas here. Hold on. Hold on a second.
Oh, poor me. Poor me. Poor me. Another year.
I'm at it. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm going to get some oil. Thank you. See that right there?
She needs oil.
Give me a second. Watch. Okay. All right. Now, all right, I want to do credit. So is it going to be red, green? Okay.
Who gave you a credit card?
If it's red, then, right?
Who in the fuck gave you a credit card?
I just put it there. Come on. I just put the card in there. It's right here. That's why I don't do right up right there. Usually it's red.
Right here. It's just a debit.
No, it's a credit. Yeah,
So then now
it should go through.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Different places.
Insufficient funds.
Okay. The receipt. Thanks. Thank you. Excuse me now? What'd you say?
I was waiting on insufficient funds.
Well, you can, I work for my money as well. How about that?
I mean, George, I'm just trying to be, I'm trying to help you do something right. You just always have a reason why. I think you like being the victim.
I don't consider myself a victim. I consider myself in circumstances. I don't consider myself to be a victim. It's just circumstances that have happened that would probably entail that. Considering the situation that's gone on here recently, yes. Yes, I am. I mean, right now, yes, I am. Considering this situation, yes, I am. Because I've been dealt a blow. I've been dealt something that in a normal circumstances should have been already handled.
That's what it is.
Have a crooked judge involved? Of course not.
That's what it is. That's what it really is, Joel.
I believe that pretty much this judge.
You have an issue probably from your childhood, has something to do with your dad, that you need attention, and you thrive off of this. You secretly don't want it to end, because if you did, you'd let me help you fucking do something about it.
You're talking out of your ass right now. You're talking out of your ass.
That's why you won't do anything. That's the true reason you won't do anything.
Because what?
Because deep down, you love this attention. You have to.
No, I don't. No, I fucking don't.
You need it.
No, I don't need it. And for you to come up with that, you're kind of showing your true side there.
Why? Because it's true?
No, it's not true.
You thrive on it. You have
Listen, man, I'm not in a courtroom. I'm not in a courtroom, and I'm not needing to.
You always have something other than yourself to blame for your problems. You always have yourself. As long as trolls exist, you can blame it on the trolls. You can say, well, I failed.
I don't blame, hey. I'm not blaming the fact that I lost my house to the trolls. I've said it before, and I've said it to you before, too. I fucked up, okay?
Well, why not get a new house?
I'm not blaming the trolls for me losing the house. But they didn't make it any, but they didn't make it any fucking better for me by adding all that drama attached to it, knowing that it was going to happen.
It's not just the house; it's your entire life. You blame the trolls for your whole life, your lack of possessions and income.
First of all, no. I want to be left the fuck alone. I'm not blaming anybody, but these fuckers have a way of clinging on to me by getting information. It used to be them doing videos. Hold on. It used to be them doing videos continuously. And they were doing videos continuously. It used to be that. But then, when this fucker came in, when this foreign fucker came in, it was more of a personal thing because his friend was being sued. And when his friend was being sued, he felt the need to, intervene and cause more problems.
So
now,
George,
I want to be left the fuck alone.
George,
I want to be left the fuck alone, and that's what I'm trying to say.
George, I'm offering you an opportunity to fix it, and you won't take it.
But you understand the reason why I'm not taking it.
No, I wish I did.
You understand the reason why I'm not taking it because there's it's like selling your soul to the devil, basically. And to call you the devil is giving you too much credit. So I'm not going to call you that. But I'm selling my soul to a serpent by doing this.
You want their attention.
I don't want a goddamn thing from them, but to be left the fuck alone.
Then take the opportunity to do something about it or just continue to play the victim, whichever's cheapest for you.
It's not, no. Look, listen to me. I don't have to do a goddamn thing. I want to be left the fuck alone. I did something, and the court system is fucked up. The laws, the court system is fucked up.
That's why you hide. You hide because you like them making videos about you. It keeps you relevant.
I know. I ignore it. I try my damnedest to ignore it.
George, I even know your phone number, but you're calling me from a restricted. That's how much you sit in hiding.
I don't. You know a number, and you got it. You got it through a way that you should have got it from.
But if it wasn't proven, we wouldn't be talking like this, would we?
No, you don't need to have it. It wasn't meant for you to have.
George, you were answering the phone as a Chinese man pretending not to be yourself.
Okay. I don't know about that.
You told people your name was Don Chen.
Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't, huh? They posted the text messages, George.
Okay. Well, whoever had that phone they were dialing must have been Don Chen. Must have been the wrong number then, huh?
George, you were answering the phone as a Chinese man. What more can I say to that?
Okay. Well, I'm not Chinese, am I?
George, when can we talk about this in person? I want to see.
I really don't feel the need because what you're going to do is piss me off. What you're going to do is piss me the fuck off.
Why can't you just come by the house?
I would rather not do that. I don't have any. I would rather not.
Well, George, I'm offering my help. Best I possibly can.
Well, you should have done that before. And yet, there were two opportunities before. Not one, but two. Two different opportunities.
So, George, I'm offering you something nobody else can. A chance,
what is that?
A chance to be free from all of this.
Okay. But it comes at some price, well, doesn't it?
No. You can't afford me, George.
Well, I'm trying to understand what's the price for all this.
Just don't be an asshole.
No, I'm not an asshole. I want to be. I mean, I'm not an asshole. You say that I attract this. I don't attract it.
You do, George.
No, I don't attract it. I want to be left the fuck alone.
George,
I want to be left the fuck alone. I have tried legally to do something about it. Okay, I tried legally to do something about it, and it didn't work that way. So because of the crooked laws, the crooked system, doesn't mean that I'm not looking at another angle. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get myself to where I need to be. I can't stop what I'm doing and get in this mess because it tears away from what I'm doing. I'm trying to get back on my feet financially so I can get back to where I was.
Back where you were.
Do that.
If you're trying to get back where you were, that's the problem right there.
No, back where I was able to.
You didn't earn that fucking money. Your old man died and fucking you hocked his house.
No.
That's the truth.
I inherited it. Yeah, I inherited it.
You hocked his fucking house.
How did I hock the house? Okay, no. In your terminology, I hocked it. No, I put a mortgage on it.
You hocked his fucking house.
No, I put a mortgage on it, and that's the mistake that I did. I've already said as much. I've already said as much.
George.
I'm not blaming the trolls for my fuck up, but I will blame the trolls for fucking coming and trying to get in my business. I don't blame the trolls for my fuck ups. If I fuck up, I fucked up. I take ownership to that. And
George,
I have taken ownership to that.
If you don't accept it, then I can only draw one conclusion.
Don't accept what? No, your conclusion is dead wrong. Your conclusion is inaccurate.
You need this attention.
The narrative, that's the narrative they want you and the narrative you believe, but that's not the right narrative.
You need
That's not the right one.
Then change it, motherfucker. You need it.
No, I don't need shit. I don't think about them as much as they think about me. I don't think about you or them as much as you all think about me morning, noon, and fucking night. How about that?
George, you have some symbolic relationship with them, and you need them as much as they do you. Otherwise,
no, I don't. I know I don't. I'd rather die of cancer. I'd rather die of fucking cancer before I fucking counter-toe to that. I don't need anything from them. I don't need a fucking wipe to wipe my ass with them. Okay?
You need them, dude.
You might need them. I don't need them. I don't think about them.
You need the goons in your life.
Okay, you might need the goons in your life. That's why you are deranged. I don't need them. You have mental issues. I don't. So what is the point?
All right, George, I got to get back to work.
Okay, thank you.
When are
wasting my time?
When can we talk again?
How about never?
Do you want my help, George, with that house? I'm willing to do it.
I don't trust you. That might be more detriment for me.
George, we have contracts. That's what contracts are for. People.
Okay. Well, go back to what you're doing and let me do what I got to do. Okay, I got to go.
Bye-bye, GG.